What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Snowman's Garage. Got my valley cover here today from ICC Billet, and got my new shorty headers here from ChinaParts.com. They're just some cheap ones, but they look pretty good for now. So we're gonna, just gotta take this old gasket off here, and I can put my new valley cover on. Pop that bad boy off. I'm just taking a rag and just cleaning it up in here where the gasket goes. All right, these are the header bolts that came with these headers. They're supposed to be for an LM7. As you can see, those don't fit. So I went to Napa and got actual, I'm gonna drop them on the ground here. Actual bolts, they seem like they're longer, but they should be the right ones. These are regular manifold bolts for this engine. All right, guys, check out what I got here. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Got a new intake on this bad boy. It's the same thing, same kit as what Jegs has, and I'm not trying to throw some shade on Jegs, but look at all this. I got this off of Amazon. This is my throttle body. Full kit and everything. This was $375. Look at my dad's over here. I think he paid like $700 something. Tell me this is not the same thing. This just says Jegs on it. Same throttle body. Exact same intake. But yeah, I got a killer deal on this. I was just gonna use this ugly old thing until I saw this killer deal. But I'm just gonna take the injectors out of here now. I assume you start by taking these rails off here. So I'm putting my new rubbers on my injectors, my new little gaskets there. There's two of them, a smaller one and a bigger one. And I was trying to get this one on one of my injectors, and I dropped it on the floor, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. So I'm short one small little rubber O-ring there. So I'm just gonna steal one off of one of the old intakes or one of the old injectors, because I can't seem to find it. I just was doing it right here, putting it on, obviously with two hands, but then it just flung over here somewhere, but I don't know. I'll be taking this. If I can get it off there. It's hard to do one-handed. So yeah, I had to steal an O-ring off this intake. So now I just put a little dabble of dielectric grease on here. I got my rail in the vise here. Just kind of wiggle it around. And there we go. Got all four of them in. You'll never know that one's different. No, this one was good. This is the O-ring I stole off that other intake, but it was still plenty pliable and good. So yeah, just put them in there, and then I'll put the whole rail in at once. But I gotta do the other side first. So I got my rail in now, and I got these brackets to anchor it down. And as you see, there's no hole where my deal is. It's up taller. And if you look at my dad's engine over here that I've been using for reference, there's two different sizes of injectors, and he has the longer injectors. So his are tall enough. You see the rail sits up a little taller than mine. So I think I might have to cut a hole or something in these. I really don't want to. I wish there was just like two sets of holes on these, but yeah, I might just bolt these down and drill a hole in there so I can use these. Now I can't seem to drill through these very good with my drill here, so I'm gonna take them off and put them over on the drill press. I punched these other ones, so gotta use that to drill my holes. It's hard to do with one hand. So I just got my Evil Energy steam ports on here. I didn't show you anything, but basically you want these two kind of pointing at each other, and then there's a longer one on the right and then a shorter one on the left that goes to this block. You want to get all these angles in this block just completely parallel. And then it's the same on this side. These have a little gasket on them, they screw down, and then yeah, they just screw in like that, and then you have your breather out there, and that's that. I got a little problem here. My holes that I put in there aren't quite straight, so as you can see, these injectors aren't sitting down in there. I already took a couple out, but they weren't sitting down in there, right? So I ordered some of these that have two holes, one for the bigger injector and the smaller injector, and they're on their way. So I'm just gonna swap these out and toss these ones in the trash. Just putting on the intake now. I'm just tightening up these 5 bolts on each side, and then I got my little deals here for my fuel rails. They came in the mail. Time to pop those on. So I got my engine here, and I realized I just had a brain fart. I was looking at this gasket, and I was like, oh, that doesn't quite look right. Yeah, I think it's supposed to go over there. So I took my water pump back off here, and I got to take my timing cover off and flip my gasket around. What's up, guys? Welcome back. I know it's the same video, but it's been a damn long time. My part finally came. My throttle body return thingamabobber came, whatever you want to call it. Slap this on quick. I'm gonna slap my throttle body on quick, and then I think it's time. I don't even know how to weld these motor mounts in, but it's time to quit fucking around. Finally got some AC here in the shop. The motor needs to go in. I got my transmission out now. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit with some brake clean. Look at the difference from one side to another. It's all shiny on this side, all dirty on this side. Just cleaning it up. So I found out my motor mounts do line up. There's 3 holes that line up. So I got my motor mounts down in there. They're not screwed in yet. I don't know quite how I'm gonna do that. Maybe with a magnet or something. I think I can get at least this one with a wrench, but I'm gonna take this beast, put it on the cherry picker, and just see if that's where I want it for sure. And then I'll tighten my motor mounts down. Okay, so I just kind of mocked it up, and I think it'll work. So I'm gonna find out a way to tighten these motor mounts down. All right, now I got my motor mounts in here. Really wasn't that hard. I just used a magnet and put it in there sideways, shoved them up in the holes, got my nuts on there, and then they all tightened up. Perfect, so that's all good, but I realized I need a different flywheel. I was worried about this. I thought it might work because I got 2 different holes in my torque converter, but from hole to hole on that torque converter, they're about 9 1/4, and these are about 9 1/2. It don't quite line up, so I need to get a different flywheel before I go any further, I guess. So I won't be putting this in tomorrow. I'll have to wait for a flywheel, but then after that, hook it up to the transmission and go. Well, I think that'll be it for this episode of Snowman's Garage. Got a little bit done, and if I can get this engine in the car, I'll feel a lot better, but it'll be a few days before I get a new flywheel, so I'll cut her off here so at least I can get one video out to you. Thanks for watching this episode of Snowman's Garage. I'll see you next time.